Hello, my name's Neil Henry and I'm a director of Lyons Henry, and I thought that I would talk to you today about the process of how you make yourself bankrupt. Once you've come to that difficult decision, there are two forms that you need to fill out. The first one is the form 6.27, which is called the petition. The petition tells the court who you are and that you wish to make yourself bankrupt. It only goes to 2 or 3 pages. The second form is the form 6.28, which is the statement of affairs. Now this runs to about 30 pages, and this tells the official receiver a lot about your financial affairs. It's it's a very important document for you to fill out, and to fill out as best as you can, because this is your first chance to create an impression with the official receiver and to make sure that he knows when he reads the documentation the reason why you've decided that you need to go bankrupt. Having completed the forms, you make an appointment with your local county court that deals with your bankruptcy. It's usually the court in the area in which you live. Each court is different. Some courts you will see a judge, another court you won't see a judge. But in all cases you will always see the bankruptcy clerk, who will check the paperwork. Although he doesn't check it for accuracy, he just checks that he makes sure that it's been filled out properly. He will then take the fee off you, which currently is £705, which you will need to pay either in cash or by way of a postal order or a building society cheque. Then, dependent on how that particular court works, you will either see a judge or wait in the waiting room. If you see a judge, it only tends to be for 2 or 3 minutes and isn't in open court, it's in his chambers. And he will ask you a couple of questions, mostly about whether or not you understand what it is that you're doing and that you believe that it is the right way for you to deal with your financial affairs. Assuming that you are made bankrupt, you will then go back and see the court clerk, who will ring the official receiver. The official receiver will just ask you a few questions just to try and ascertain whether or not there is anything he needs to do with you straight away. A lot of cases there isn't, in which case he will make arrangements for you to go for an interview with him in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Every bankrupt has to be interviewed. It is not it's not just peculiar to you. The official receiver has to interview everybody to find out the reasons for the bankruptcy and to start the process of realising your assets. One final thing is that lots of people go bankrupt because they're under constant pressure from creditors. I always recommend that people take a copy of the bankruptcy order on the day that they are made bankrupt. That's so that if they get phone calls from creditors, they can tell those creditors that you've made yourself bankrupt, so that you can just take charge of the phone conversation and you don't have to be worried about taking phone calls from creditors in the future. I hope you find that useful, and good luck with any decisions you make.